WCMP, the site for this softball matchup between the Pine City Dragons and the Barnum Bombers. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. I'll be bringing you all the action from this game. Had a bit of a mix-up between the times. It was at first slated for 3:30, but it is a 4 o'clock start instead. The count moves to 1-1 after that pitch there to Caitlin Buell. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and hit foul. One was a little low there from Schneider. The 1-2 pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and hit foul down that third base line. A good swing on that one here from Buell, and it'll make it the count stay at 1-1. Here's the windup in the pitch. That one's going to be inside for ball 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. That one swung on and hit, and that'll be a foul ball as well. So Buell battling up there. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way from Schneider. This one's hit, and that is popped up towards the second baseman. Can she get it? No, it's going to fall in behind her. So Buell's going to get in safely. Now up to the plate is going to be Poirier. Kaylee Poirier. She picked up bat with one on and none out. She looks to bunt. The runner's going to go from first to second, and she'll get there safely as the ball gets behind the second baseman. The runner from first is going to reach third easily. Throw down to second was a decent throw, just not handled. So the runner from first move, it does advance to third here. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's in there for strike 2. So 0-2 is the count with the runner on third. Here's the windup and the pitch. Low and inside. Good block there by the catcher Reiser to keep that one in front of her, make sure it doesn't get away. Keep the runner there at third. 1-2 pitch on the way. That one's high, but it's going to be swung on down the left field line. Does it stay fair? No, it does not. It will go foul. That hit there by Poirier. It's a nice hit, but down that left field line, and it went foul. It was a good position to get the runner home, and that ball's going to be a little bit inside for ball 2. 2-2 the count here. Here's the windup and the pitch from Schneider. That one's high for ball 3. Count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes here for Poirier. Schneider's full count pitch is on the way. This one is swung up, and it's going to be pop foul. And it safely gets down without hitting any vehicles. So count will stay full with a runner on third. No outs here for the Bombers at the top of the first inning. Schneider's pitch is high for ball 4, and that is going to walk the batter here. Now up to the plate is Lacey O'Leary. O'Leary at the plate with 2 on, none out, and runners on the corners. That one is going to be in there for a strike. Runner will advance from first to second. without a throw attempt down to second. So O'Leary does have the strike go against her. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be inside for ball one. 2 on, none out here for the Bombers from Barnum. Again, it's Schneider at the mound here for the Dragons. This ball's inside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike here for Schneider, facing O'Leary in this at-bat. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's in there for strike 2. That one rose up a little bit, but was able to stay inside that strike zone. And now it's a 2-2 count here for Schneider. Here's the windup and the pitch. Just outside for ball 3. Two on, none out for the Bombers. Here's the windup and the pitch. This one's going to be swung on and hit back out of play. Count will stay the same. Top of the first here, no score. No outs for the Bombers. As O'Leary facing a 3-2 count. Here's the windup and the pitch from Schneider. That one's swung on, and that one's going to be fouled back yet again. Again, gets down safely without hitting any cars. 3-2 count here for O'Leary. Schneider trying to get the first out of the inning here. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ooh, and that one was just a little high. It's going to be ball 4, and that'll load the bases. That will bring up Mendota. I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name, as I know that I will absolutely destroy it. And the first ball thrown to Mendota is a strike, though. So Schneider able to get ahead in the count here, 0-1, with the bases loaded and no outs here for the Bombers. There's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be high for ball 1. 1-1 count here. Wind up and the pitch by Schneider on the way. That one's going to be swung on and lifted to the left field. That's going to be deep to left field. It's going to be foul and out of play. That will make it count 1-2 now for Mendota. No outs. And the bases loaded here for Barnum. And a great opportunity right now for the Bombers to get a run home, but Schneider trying to get her team out of this jam. There's the windup and the pitch. That one's a nice hit, and it is right to the pitcher, Schneider. She's not going to get to it in time, just out of her reach. They do get the runner out at second, but a run does come across the board. And Mendota's going to get an RBI single. Now stepping up to the plate is Jacinda Wright. Jacinda Wright comes on with runners on the corners and 1 out. There's the windup in the pitch. That one's swung on and missed. It's going to be go back right to the ump. Oh, 1 is the count here for Schneider. Here's the pitch on the way. Swung on, and that one's lifted to right field. Looks like she's going to get it. A nice outstretched grab there for her. And she tries to get it for 2 for the double play, but it is not in time. And Mendota will reach second base safely, and that will also bring a run across home plate. That'll make it 2-0 here for the Bombers. And head coach Dennis is going to appeal that the runner from first left early. It looked like she might have left a little bit early, but I didn't get a good eye on it, as there was a great catch out there in right field by Johns. Johns made a terrific catch out there in right field. Outstretched her left arm just enough to get a hold of it, and almost threw the runner out at second. Madison Warnagora stepping up to the plate here for Barnum with 2 down and 1 on. Line up in the pitch, is swung on. It's a low pitch, but it's swung on. It's going to get over the shortstop's head and right out to the left fielder. She can't grab it. Can she get it to home in time? It's going to be close, and and she is out at home. What a throw there from the left fielder. A beautiful throw to the catcher. That's from Maish. Maish gets it all the way to the catcher in time to get the runner out at home. What a play there for the Dragons to end this inning, giving up 2 runs there in the top of the first inning. The Dragons trail 2-0, but a beautiful couple of plays there to get the last 2 outs and get out of this with only 2 runs coming across the board there for the Barnum Bombers. So before we come back, we'll hear a word from some of our fine sponsors, and then we'll be set for the bottom of the first. You're listening to softball here on 106.5 FM WCMP.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our Rapid Mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Struss is going to be the leadoff hitter here for the Dragons. Here's the windup and the pitch, a little low. But that is going to be a strike as she never got out of the bunt attempt. So Struss at the plate here, facing an 0-1. Kaylee Poirier is at the mound for the Bombers, and the bunt attempt is unsuccessful there for Struss. Throw to first in time for out number 1. Up next will be the catcher Reiser. 1 out and none on here for Reiser. Here's the windup at the pitch. In there for strike 1. Reiser just a tad behind on that one. Now she's seen that first pitch though, and she'll be ready here for the second one. Here's the windup at the pitch. Swung on and missed. That one a bit low. So Reiser facing an 0-2 count now. One out, none on. Wind up in the pitch. That's in there for strike 3. I think Reiser thought that one was a little low, but it's in there. Now Montebrand up to the plate. She's playing second base today. Here's the windup and pitch to her. That one's outside for ball 1. Windup and the pitch. That one's in there for strike 1. Montebrand just a little bit behind on that swing. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes now for Montebrand. Here's the windup and the pitch, low. Ball 2. Count moves to 2-2, and here's the pitch. That one is swung on and hit right back to the pitcher. Pitcher picks it up and gets it to first base for the final out of the first inning. So Barnum is leading the Dragons here. 2-0 after 1 inning. We get a word from our fine sponsors. When we come back, we'll be set to start the top of the second. You're listening to softball here on WCMP.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear and Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear and Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear and Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
We are back here for the top of the second inning in Pine City. Bombers lead 2-0 right now. But a good couple outs there at the top of the first to get them out of that inning. Schneider with the first pitch. That one swung on and hit to the gap in left center. It's going to get down for a base hit. She'll easily be on first. That was Gracie Schatz. Kelly Crump up to the plate now for Barnum. First pitch is in there for strike one from Schneider. 0-1 is the count. 1 on, none out here for the Bombers. Schneider, 0-1 pitch. In there for strike two. Two pitches on the way from Schneider. It swung on and missed. It's going to roll back to the Reiser picks it up. And that'll be the first out in the second inning. Strikeout there. Schneider facing the next batter. The first pitch is inside for ball one. This is Lenora Corpella. 1-0 is the count, and here's the windup and the pitch from Schneider. That one's in there for strike one. One on and one out here for the Bombers. Windup in the pitch just outside for ball two. That out coming by way of a strikeout there by Kelly Crump. Schneider with the 2-1 pitch. High and outside for ball three. Runner is on second for the Bombers. Schneider down in the count, 3-1. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ooh, that one is just inside, little high and outside for ball four. That was Corpella who walks. Now up to the plate is number 2. That is Caitlin Buell. Buell with 2 on and 1 out. That one's in there. That's going to make the count 0-2 here for Schneider. 2 runners are on, first and second. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Schneider. That one's low, but it's going to be hit anyways, right to the shortstop Blotz. And then she catches it, gets it back to second base for the double play. And that's going to end the inning right there. Nice catch there from the shortstop. Then great awareness to get it back to the second baseman for the third out of the inning. When we come back, we'll be set for the bottom of the second inning. You're listening to Softball on WCMP.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza Fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Bottom of the second, Dragons trail 2-0 here. Up to the plate is Stauber. Dragons went 1, 2, 3 in that last inning. Pop up on the low pitch to the second baseman is caught for the first out. Now up to the plate is Schneider, the pitcher for the Dragons. Trying to get the bats rolling here. Schneider steps into the box, and here's the windup in the pitch. Low and inside for ball one. This pitcher here for Barnum wasting no time, as here's the second pitch already. She tries to turn on this one. That's going to go foul. Count moves to 1-1 here for Schneider. Here's the windup and the pitch. Schneider's going to try and get this one as well. This one is fouled back. Count moves to 1-2 here in the bottom of the second inning. Dragons trailing 2-0. 1-2 pitch is on the way. Swung on and missed. So 2 outs and none on here for Blott. Here's the windup. Swing and a miss for strike one. The 0-1 pitch on the way. That one swung on and hit to the second baseman. Picks it up quickly and gets it to first. And that'll be the third and final out here of the second inning, with the Bombers of Barnum in the lead 2-0. When we come back, we'll be set for the third inning of play here in Pine City. You're listening to Softball on WCMP.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance in Finliston, Hinckley, or Mora today at townandcountry-ins.com.
At Aquarius in Connecticut, it's about making things easier, better. With on-demand efficiency, Connecticut solves problems like orange rust stains, white scale buildup, funny odors, and removes contaminants. Whether city or well, it's amazing water every day. Contact Aquarius Home Services, your local authorized Connecticut dealer, to schedule your free water analysis and save up to 25% on a new Connecticut system. At Aquarius, our goal is to always provide amazing service and earn the right to be recommended. We're just a click away at ConnecticutMN.com.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Top of the third inning here. Kaylee Poirier, pitcher up to the plate. That one's in there for strike one from Schneider. Schneider up early in the count here, 0-1. Pitch is on the way. That one swung on and fouled back. Count's going to move to 0-2. 2 pitch is on the way. And that one's going to be just outside for ball one. Batter Poirier is towards the front of the plate a little bit. And 1-2 pitch is on the way. It's swung on and hit towards the third baseman. It goes just under her glove. Going to get out to the left fielder there. She'll throw it in to the second baseman, and that'll be a hit. Looks like we're going to get a pinch runner here for the pitcher. It's going to be Dana Buell. Now up to the plate is Lacey O'Leary for the Bombers. No outs and one on. Top of the third inning. Barnum leads 2-0. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's popped up and it's going to be fouled back. So 0-1 is the count here. Schneider, windup and the pitch. That one swung on and drilled to left field, but right to the left fielder. Oh, she had it. And then it goes right out of her glove. She'll get it in. Get past the shortstop, but the pitcher's there to get it. That was a tough line drive to the left fielder. Just got out of her reach. Gets it in time, though, and keeps the runners from scoring. Mendota up to the plate with no outs and 2 on, leading 2-0. Schneider with the windup and the pitch. That one swung on and fouled. Fouled down that third base line. Count will move to 0-1. Schneider with the 0-1 pitch on the way. That one's in there for strike 2. Schneider looking to get the first out here. That one's going to be low for ball one. One-two pitch is on the way. Inside for ball 2. Good block from the catcher Reiser. Keeping that ball in front of her. That'll keep the runners at bay. 2-2 is the count, and here's the windup and the pitch from Schneider. That one's in there. That one's going to be hit, and it's going to find the gap in left field there. It's going to get down for a hit. Runner from third is going to get home and score. The run from first will move to second, so it's going to be an RBI double. That'll extend the Barnum lead now to 3-0. Wright is at the plate here for the Bombers. No outs and 2 on. Wind up in the pitch from Schneider. That one's low and inside, and the runner from third is going to attempt to get home. It's going to be a close play at the plate. Not close enough, as the Bombers do get the runner home safely. make the score 4-0 now. So 1 on and none out here for the Bombers. Line up in the pitch. That one's going to be inside for ball 2. Line up in the pitch. That one's going to be swung on. A little driller to the third baseman. And it's going to be foul. And that will move the count to 2-1. Schneider with the windup and the pitch. That one's in there for strike 2. Good pitch there from Schneider to come back and even up this count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Schneider with the pitch. That one a little high. Got away from her a little bit. It's a full count now here for Wright. Wind up and the pitch. That one's outside, and that'll be ball 4, and Wright will walk. Up to the plate is Madison Warnagora. No outs and 2 on. Runners on the corners for the Bombers. Warnagora looked to bunt, but she pulled it back. That ball is a little low. 1-0 is the count. Runner from first does move to second. Line up in the pitch. That one's in there for strike 1. One and 1 is the count. Line up in the pitch. That one's going to be lifted to right field. It's going to travel. It looks foul. That one started to hook foul right at the tail end of it. And it does go foul. Count moves to 1-2. And 2 on and none out here for the Bombers. So Warnagora at the plate. There's the windup in the pitch. Inside, just inside for ball 2. Wind up and the pitch. That one's in there for strike 3. That's a strikeout there by Schneider. That brings up Gracie Schatz to the plate with 1 out and 2 on. Schneider's first pitch is in there for strike 1. She has seemingly kind of found her rhythm here in this 3rd inning, and the pitches have just gotten continually better as we've moved along. As that one drifts just inside for ball 1. 1-1 is the count. One pitch on the way to Schatz. That one's going to be low, and it's going to get past the catcher rather, and the runner will score from third. That will make it 5-0. I'm just going to call time to clean off the plate. Cleans it off, gets back to his spot, and we're back to the at-bat. So the windup and the pitch. That's just inside. Moves the count to 3-1 here for Schatz. Her team leads 5-0 now over the Dragons with 1 out and 1 on. Runner on third. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for strike 2. Good comeback pitch there for Schneider. Brings the count full. Schneider with the windup and the pitch. Oh, that one's going to be just outside. That'll walk the batter to first. So runners on the corners with 1 out here. Out to the plate is Kelly Crump. Wind up and the pitch. Runner's going to go from first to second. As that pitch was a little high, the catcher riser not going to attempt to throw down to second. 1-0 pitch is on the way. Swung on and missed. It's going to roll away from the catcher. The runner from third not going to advance. That'll even up the count at 1-1. Again, 1 out, 2 on here as Kelly Crump is up to the plate. That one is going to be swung on and fouled back. Schneider brings the count to 1-2 here as that ball is fouled back. Wind up and the pitch. That one's going to hit her. That's going to walk her. But if you want to find a silver lining, it does bring the bases full here for Pine City so they can literally go to any base and get an out here. Bases loaded. Lenora Corpella up to the plate here for the Bombers. Bases loaded and 1 out. Wind up and the pitch here from Schneider. Just high for ball 1. Schneider with the 1-0 pitch on the way. Oh, that one, it sneaks outside on her for the second ball. 2-0 now the count. Bombers lead 5-0 over Pine City in the top of the third. That one's in there for strike 1. Count is 2-1. Schneider, wind up and the pitch. That one swung on and it's hit. Ground ball to the shortstop, gets just past her outstretched glove. They're going to get it back into the infield here with only 1 run coming across. So still with 1 out and bases loaded. Again, another ground ball like that, you could get a double play easily as the Dragons can go to any base here and get an out. But again, a run does come across the board. It's an RBI, and now up to the plate. That is Caitlin Buell, who hits it on the ground. Third baseman's going to get the runner out at third, but a run again does come across the board. And the Bombers will extend their lead now 7-0. So now 2 outs and 2 on here for the Bombers as Kaylee Poirier steps up to the plate. Here's the windup. Pitch is going to be low for ball 1. One was the count. Schneider with the windup and the pitch. It was going to be low as well for ball 2. Runner advances from second to third. Two is the count. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to go high over the catcher, and the runner will stay at third. So no strikes. 3 balls here for Schneider with 2 outs. Wind up and the pitch. Low and inside. That's going to load the bases once again for O'Leary. Seven nothing, the Barnum Bombers lead. Wind up and the pitch. Pitch is outside for ball 1. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. No pitch is on the way. High for ball 2. Two-0 pitch is on the way. That one's in there for strike 1. Two one is the count. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's in there for strike 2. Schneider will even the count at 2-2. Looking for the third out of this inning. Here's the windup and the pitch. Oh, and that's going to just paint that inside edge. That will be the third out of the top of the third inning. We'll hear a word from our fine sponsors when we come back. We'll be set for the bottom of the third inning here in Pine City. Barnum does lead over Pine City 7-0 on 106.5 FM, AM 1350 WCMP.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our rapid mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Bottom of the third, Pine City's up to bat. First pitch to Maish there is outside for ball one. One 0 is the count. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be swung on and missed for strike one. 1-1 is the count here. And the windup and the pitch, that one's swung on. I think she got a piece of it at least. But it's going to make it 2 strikes now. 1-2. Windup and the pitch. That one's high. Bring the count even at 2-2. Good eye there by Maish. Holding off on that one. Now here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be swung on and hit. That's popped up to right field. And the right fielder get under it. She can. And that's going to be out number 1. Youngbauer will be the next batter up here for Pine City as she moves into the batter's box with 1 out and none on. Trailing 7-0 in the bottom of the third inning. There's the windup and the pitch. That one swung on and hit. It looked like it bounced off the plate. Rolled foul. It's count 0-1 here for Youngbauer. Windup in the pitch. That one's going to be swung right back to the pitcher, but it goes through her glove and thrown on to first. Oh, just in time. That's going to make it 2 outs now for Pine City. It was a close play at first, but the throw just beat Youngbauer. Now Johns is up to the plate here. 2 outs, none on for Johns. Here's the windup in the pitch. That one's outside for ball 1. Good eye there from Johns. 1-0 is the count. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's inside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes for Johns. Windup in the pitch. That one swung on, and it's a little driller down the third base line. Third baseman throws it. And Johns beats out the throw. And she'll reach base safely. Struss is up to the plate. That one is swung on and hit right back to the pitcher. She'll throw it on to first for the 3rd out. So that'll be the 3rd out of the inning here for the Dragons. They get 1 on base, but leave 1 stranded out there. As now we move to the fourth inning with the Dragons trailing 7-0 here in Pine City. And obviously I can't read my own handwriting. The right fielder number 17 is Jarvis. So Jarvis, not Johns. As again, I can't even read my own handwriting, but it is Jarvis, as she got the hit out there for Pine City. As the Dragons trail 7-0 going into the top of the fourth inning here in Pine City. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear and Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear and Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear and Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
Set for the top of the fourth inning in Pine City. Getting the final warm-up throws in, and we'll be set. Mendota steps up to the plate. Barnum is 3-1 on the season. Pine City has yet to win a game, but only trailing by 7 here with plenty of time left. So wind up in the pitch. That one swung on and hit to the third baseman. Third baseman's going to get it. And, just over the first baseman's outstretched glove. And it's going to be out of play. So the runner's only going to be able to advance to second. Nice field there from the third baseman, but the throw is just over the first baseman's head. The runner is on second with no outs. Wright is up to the plate now for Barnum. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be high for ball one. 1-0 pitch is on the way. It's going to be low and outside for ball two. Got away from her just enough for the runner from second to advance to third. Right up, and that pitch is in there for strike one. Wright watches that strike go by. Right with the windup. The pitch swung onto the shortstop. Oh, just over the outstretched glove of the shortstop. It's going to bring the run home. That'll make the score 8-0 here. Warnagora coming up to the plate here for the Bombers. No out and one on. Here's the windup. Bunt attempt is down, and that's going to get in front of the catcher. Will the throw be in time? No. Warnagora is quite quick, and the runner from second is going to advance to third. Runners on the corners now for the Bombers. With no outs. 8-0 they lead. You see Schatz up to the plate. Wind up, and the pitch. Inside for ball one. Runner from first will advance to second with ease. 2 on, none out. Pitch is low. But good block by Reiser to keep that one in front of her. Two-0 is the count. Here's the windup and the pitch from Schneider. That one's in there for strike one. Two and one is the count here for Schneider. Pitch is on the way. It's going to be low and get away from Reiser, but not enough to give the runners anything to try and run for. Schneider's pitch is on the way. That one's going to be swung on. It's kind of a half swing, and it's going to be called a foul ball by the ump, but that will bring the count full. Schneider with the 3-2 pitch on the way. Oh, and that one's going to be just high. That'll load the bases with no outs here. Kelly Crump. In the batter's box here for the Bombers. No outs up. And 3 on. First pitch from Schneider there is a strike. Should get it ahead the count. 0-1 now. Here's the windup and the pitch. That was going to be swung on and foul. And move the count to 0-2. With the bases loaded. Wind up and the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Count will remain at 0-2. Bases loaded. 0-2 count here for Crump. Barnum leads 8-0. That one's gonna roll to the catcher. And it'll be the first ball of this at bat. Count moves to 1-2. Schneider with the windup and the pitch. Ooh, just inside for ball 2. Count evens up at 2 apiece. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's in there for strike number 3. That'll be her 3rd strikeout of the game. Now that brings up Nora Corpella. Bases are loaded with 1 out. Pitch is high and outside for ball 1. No pitch is on its way inside. That's going to make the count 2-0. Schneider with a 2-0 count. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swung on and hit, and that's going to be foul. Down the 3rd baseline. Makes the count 2-1 for Schneider. Here's the windup and the pitch. Oh, that one is just inside. I thought it was able to paint that inside corner, but does not agree. It's going to move the count to 3-1 here. Wind up in the pitch. That was going to be low and walk batter, and that will score a run. Makes the score 9-0. Bases loaded with 1 out. Wind up. Oh, and the pitch. That one's just inside as well for ball 1. Kaylin Buell at the plate. Schneider's 1-0 pitch is on the way. That one's going to be swung on and fouled. Makes the count even at 1-1. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one swung on and it's going to be hit to center field. Center fielder gets back there. Oh, and it goes off her glove. Goes off her glove. She's going to throw it into the shortstop. That will score a run, but it will keep all runners at bay. That'll be the 10th run here for Barnum. Still 1 out and bases loaded here for the Bombers. Schneider with the windup and the pitch. Gonna be high for ball 1. Schneider's 1-0 pitch is on the way. Low for ball 2. Ball's in there for strike 1. It's count 2-1. Kaylee Poirier. She really crowds that plate. She gets up in the batter's box. This one swung on and hit to the shortstop. Nice catch there by the shortstop, and she'll get the second out of the inning. Now up to the plate is O'Leary. Two out, and base is loaded. This one's going to pop up and go foul. Two outs. Base is still loaded. Schneider ahead in the count, 0-1. Wind up, and the pitch. That one swung on and hit to the third baseman. It just goes under her glove. That's going to score 1 and possibly score 2, and it will score 2. So 2-run score in that RBI. It's going to be 2 outs and 2 on. There's the windup. That pitch is high for Mendota. 1-0. Pitch is on the way. That one swung on and hit to the third baseman. On to first. In time for out number 3. The Bombers lead 12-0 over the Pine City Dragons in this one. And now we'll move to the bottom of the 4th here in Pine City. You're listening to Softball on WCMP.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Bottom of the 4th, Dragons trail 12-0 here. Up to the plate. That one is swung on and missed there by Reiser. 0-1 is the count. Here's the windup in the pitch. That's inside for ball 1. And Poirier wasting no time up there the pitcher spot and getting these pitches across. Here's the windup in the pitch. That one's inside for ball 2. Good eye here from Reiser. Up in the count, 2-1. She struck out her first time up. Ooh, and that one is swung on and missed. Just behind that one. Count is even at 2-2. Here's the windup and the pitch. She's going to hit it. That's going to go to the shortstop. Can she get in time? She bobbles it, and she gets it to first, and not in time. And the runner will be safe. So Reiser does get on safe after the shortstop bobbled it there. It's one on with no outs here. Looks like we're going to get a runner here for Reiser. It's going to be Rothbauer, who will be the runner in for Reiser. Now it's Montebrand at the plate. Here's the windup and the pitch to her. That's low. Oh! Going to be called strike one. Look low. So 0-1 is the count here for Montebrand. She hits it. That's down the first base line. She's going to get tagged as she's running to that first base. But the runner from first advanced to second here with only one out on the board now. Stopper up to the plate. Line up in the pitch to her. Swung on and hit to the shortstop. And she bobbles it again. And the throw is in time, but the runner advances to third. Schneider will step up to the plate, looking to get that first run across here for Pine City. Lined up in the pitch. Swung on and missed. Oh, 0-1 is the count for Schneider. Line up in the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike two. So 2 outs. 1 on here for Pine City. Schneider trying to get that run in. That one's going to be just high for ball 1. Count moves to 1-2 here for Schneider. Schneider with a 1-2 count. Here's the windup and the pitch. Low for ball 2. Schneider with a chance to get a run across the board here. 2 outs and 1 on. The runner is on third. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be swung on and popped up. Doesn't have enough. And it does not, as it is caught by the third baseman. That's going to be the third out here of the 4th inning. And we move to the 5th inning here after a word from our sponsors.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance in Finliston, Hinckley, or Mora today at townandcountry-ins.com.
At Aquarius in Connecticut, it's about making things easier, better. With on-demand efficiency, Connecticut solves problems like orange rust stains, white scale buildup, funny odors, and removes contaminants. Whether city or well, it's amazing water every day. Contact Aquarius Home Services, your local authorized Connecticut dealer, to schedule your free water analysis and save up to 25% on a new Connecticut system. At Aquarius, our goal is to always provide amazing service and earn the right to be recommended. We're just a click away at ConnecticutMN.com.
Top of the 5th inning. Pine City trails 12-0 against the Barnum Bombers. Looks like we're going to get a substitution here. It'll be Dana Buell coming in for Jacinda Wright for the Bombers. Getting these last couple of warm-up throws in for Pine City. Dana Buell getting in for Jacinda Wright here for the Barnum Bombers. Buell steps into the batter's box. Gets herself set. Schneider with the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be in there for strike one. One is the count for Buell. There's the windup in the pitch from Schneider. Swung on, and that's going to be lifted out to center field. Center fielder gets under it for the first out of the inning. Good job to get under it out there at center field by Lily Struss. Now up is Madison Warnagora. 1 out and no on. Wind up in the pitch from Schneider. That's in there for strike 1. 1 is the count here for Schneider. Wind up and the pitch. This one's going to be high. 1-1 is the count. Wind up and the pitch. That one's going to be swung on and popped up. Can the catcher Riser get to it? She can! And that'll be out number 2. That's a tough one to go get, but Riser was able to get underneath it and watch it fall into her glove for the second out of the inning. And now Schatz is up to the plate here for Barnum. 2 outs with none on. Here's the windup and the pitch. One's inside. 0-1. Schneider with the 1-0 pitch on the way. That one swung on and hit to the second baseman. She gets it and gets it to first in time for out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Bombers, and now Pine City with some momentum coming into the bottom of this 5th inning. They trail 12-0. But when we come back, we'll be set for the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to softball here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350 WCMP.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Bottom of the 5th. Dragons trail 12-0 against the Barnum Bombers. Words of encouragement here from the coach before we get set. Ump is having a word with the coaches here from Pine City and Barnum. I believe there is a 10-run rule after 5 innings. So yes, it is a 10-run rule after 5. So Pine City just needs 3 runs, and they'll extend this game. They've shown that they can get their bats around. Really need to here. Lots will step into the batter's box here for Pine City to lead off. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one is going to be hit, and that's going to roll foul. A 1 is the count. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be fouled off. So 0-2 is the count here for Blotz. Trying to get on base as Pine City needs 3 runs here to extend this game. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be swung and hit right back up to the pitcher. She's going to throw it on to first in time for out number 1. Aish up to the plate. One out, none on. Briere. So wind up in the pitch. Ooh, that one's going to be swung on and tipped back. If she gets on that one is gone deep. Definitely an extra base hit. So head coach Dennis wanted some catcher interference as the bat hit the catcher's glove. But the ump didn't see it in the 1-0-1 pitch on the way. It's inside for ball one. 1-1 is the count. The windup and the pitch. That one is swung on and hit. That's going to go over the shortstop's head, out to the center fielder. She'll get in front of it and stop it, but Aisha's on first now with one out. Looks like we're going to get a pinch runner here. Maybe. Yes. And it's going to be Rothbauer again out there to pinch run. So one out, one on as Youngbauer's up to the plate. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be swung on and hit. It goes off the plate. Rolls foul. So count is 0-1 here for Youngbauer. Wind up in the pitch. That one's inside. Catcher gets the runner at first, leaning off the base a little too far. Throws it down there, but she gets back in time. Wind up in the pitch. That one swung on. That was a little driller down to third. I think the runner's going to beat the throw. Definitely beats the throw. And that's going to get 2 on now. Youngbauer reaches as a little dribbler to third is enough to get her on. Jarvis now. She had a nice hit and in her last at-bat. If she gets one here, this could send a run home. That one's outside for ball one. 1 out, 2 on here for Pine City. Jarvis at the plate. She is the run they need to extend this game. Here's the one. Wind up in the pitch. That one swung on, hit foul. 1-1 is now the count here for Jarvis. Wind up and the pitch. Oh, that one's a little inside, but it's going to stay enough on that edge to be called strike 2. 1-2, here's the windup. That one swung on and hit right up to the pitcher. Gets past her to the shortstop and on to first. Ooh. They're going to call her out at first. A close call. They're going to call her out at first. 2 outs with 2 on. Runners on second and third. Zoe Struss steps into the plate. That's a tough one there. Looked like Jarvis maybe had her foot on just before the ball, but here's the windup in the pitch. Jarvis hits it to the third baseman. Throw on to first is in time for out number 3. So that will be the final here in Pine City after 5 innings. As the Dragons fall to Barnum 12-0. Looked like they got their bats going there a little too late, but still a good performance here from both teams. Again, Schneider got 3 strikeouts in that game. Reiser, Youngbauer, and Jarvis, along with Maish, got hits in this game there for Pine City. Good pitching performance there from both these pitchers. Again, the winning pitcher is Portier. And the Dragons unable to find that first win of the season here, but a good performance late there in this game from the Dragons as they got those bats starting to go there in the bottom of that 5th inning. They started to get a little hot there, but just ran out of steam. And the Dragons do fall to Barnum 12-0. Stay tuned to WCMP as we'll have more spring sports games coming up for you during this week. We have more coming your way tomorrow. So again, stay tuned and tune into the morning show to hear all the updates from all the local sports around the area. Again, that's on the morning show at 7:45 and 8:45. You can hear those updates there. Again, our score here, the final in Pine City. Barnum 12, Pine City nothing. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, bring you all the action from this one, and I hope that you have a great rest of your night.